Yeah, I was in a 3-year deal on that one.
Yeah. 3 years of no severance or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. So take us back when you take us back to your first kiss. How old are you when you had your first kiss?
My first kiss. Oh man, I think I was in 5th or 6th grade.
Okay.
And her name was Samantha Barnard.
I still remember the name.
And how's it going, Samantha? I think she's gay now, actually.
Really?
Yeah, but she
So did you make her go gay in 5th grade?
Yeah, I think I scared her or something. I don't know. No, she actually was she was my first kiss, and I remember like on Valentine's Day, I gave her like this necklace or something, and I don't know, she just decided that she wasn't gonna like me anymore or something. She threw the necklace in a garbage can in front of all of my friends.
Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of that was my first time dealing with the female gender.
Yeah, female drama being thrown in the garbage and stuff. So back to the album. How much writing did you do on Departure?
How much writing did I do? I co-wrote 4 of the songs on the record. And I definitely, for me personally, like it is always important to write. I mean, I am a writer and I love to write. But for me, for this album, I knew that if I tried to do it all by myself, I feel like there was there's a really, when you do something like that, you take a risk of boxing yourself in and crawling into a hole. You can lose perspective. And it's fun to have somebody that's an amazing writer like Sean or Dream or J.R. Rodham to kind of be outside your world and look into your into your box and kind of bring a fresh perspective. And that's exactly what we did. I definitely gave them the overall vibe and what I wanted and what I wanted this record to convey. And then they put their pens to the pad and they helped me out, which was great.
That's awesome. Actually, just got a question from the chat room. Joe Jonas Surf wants to know, who are your musical influences?
Who are my musical influences? Well, I've grown up listening to everything and anything, from Elvis to the Beatles to James Brown to Ray Charles, Carole King, James Taylor. I listen to a lot of the old school stuff because that's what my parents listened to, and that was their record collection. So that's really all I had growing up. And I think the first time I heard Blue Suede Shoes, that's when I said I think I love music.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then I started, by the time I was 8 or 9, I think I was 9 years old when Crazy Sexy Cool came out.
Yeah.
And that was the first album I ever purchased. And then from there I was like, I love R&B music, and went on to listen to Babyface and Seal, and I don't know, man. I grew up listening to everything.
Cool. Megan Leilani wants to know, do you like your hair brown or blonde?
I don't know. I definitely like it short. I think that there's just less to deal with. I can wake up in the morning and just go.
Now, I'm going to totally go Metro on you right now. What kind of product do you use in your hair?
Oh, you are going Metro. I don't even know. I think it's called a Vita. No, not a Vita. It's called a
Vita, right? The pomade?
No, it's not though. It's not a Vita. I'm tripping. It's like this new stuff. I got it actually at this salon that they cut my hair, and he used it in my hair, and I was like, give me some of that because it's good.
Right.
It's like in a little orange tube. It's pretty
I'm
good.
taking notes on that so I can get it later. So we're of course going to. We're really excited about having you come out here to the Bay. I mean, I'm not allowed to say that you're going to be performing in our concert, but if you really were, wink, wink, what can people expect from you on stage?
What can people expect from me out on stage? You're going to get a really, really high-energy show with all the bells and whistles. The band is just, the band alone, they're so much fun to watch, and they're such incredible musicians. I'm definitely playing with an elite group of people on stage, guys that have been doing it for a long time. And it's really a privilege and an honor to be playing with them. So when you watch us, look out for the band because they're great too. But I'm going to give you guys some high energy stuff. I'm going to do a couple of the oldies, but keep enforcing that new sound and that new record because definitely this is that crossover period for me right now, musically.
Okay. I got another question from the chat room. Maddie Jonas wants to know, Jesse, what made you change your image so much? My dad caught me my dad caught me watching your leave-in video, and I got grounded because it was inappropriate.
Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Who was? Let's see. Let me think about this. What was the question?
So what made you change your image?
For me, musically I'd already changed. I definitely was making a record that was so musically different from anything else the fans have heard. I figured that as long as I'm doing that, I might as well just go for the whole thing and kind of switch up the whole look, which is definitely a little bit more of a modern, clean, sleek, a little bit dressed up kind of look. And there's a kind of an aviation theme behind the whole record, hence the title and the single. But I definitely, decided that it's just a little bit more refined when you bring the fans, the full package deal. I'm letting them into a chapter right now. This is like, it's not just the music; it's the whole lifestyle.
Right, and obviously, you're growing up, and you're not, 11 still. You're obviously just, you're being yourself and stuff like that. So, what's your favorite song on the album?
Favorite song on the album?
One. If you could only choose one favorite song, what would it be?
I think that the most well-written song on the record, as far as lyrics, is "Not Your Enemy," which is a really, really slow ballad. And it's at the very end of the album. But as far as my fun, can't get enough of listening to upbeat, I think it's "My Baby."
Okay.
Yeah, I think it might. That might be the second single. I need the fans' help with that one actually, because I don't know what the second single is going to be just yet.
Yeah. What do you guys think? What should the single be? I think you guys should start typing away. He's looking right now. So take your suggestions. When is the movie Keith coming out?
It's a good question. I'm actually going to be doing a concert for the Liz Clare Foundation in Las Vegas, and it's also going to be the kickoff of the release of Keith, which happens in September. They're going to release it in a small amount of theaters, and then if the ticket sales are great and the fans give great reviews, which so far they have internationally. It was released in a lot of indie film festivals, and it's been taking first place in a lot of them. It's been crazy. So if it does well in Vegas and it does well in the small theater release, they're going to probably get picked up. So I'll definitely keep you guys posted with that one. If you go on the MySpace, I'll let you know when that all is going to go down.
Cool. And of course you co-wrote Leona Lewis's "Bleeding Love." How did that come about? Can you kind of tell us about that?
Yeah, for me, Ryan and I were writing for Ryan Tedder, who's the lead singer of One Republic. He and I wrote it together, and we were writing for my album. And it turned out that that it was so early on in the process too that I was finding this new sound for me that it just turned out it didn't work out. The song wasn't right for my album. It didn't sound. It just didn't work, and so it kind of got put into this group of songs that were just recorded but weren't going to be on my record. And Simon Cowell from American Idol and Clive Davis, the head of J Records, heard it and thought that it would be great for Leona, and we gave it to them, and now here we are. We had no idea that it was going to do what it did, though. I mean, that kind of took the whole world by storm.
Yeah. So with something like that, I mean, is there a part of you that goes, man, I wish this song was on my album, crap,
No, I mean, because you know why? The truth is, that song had to be a hit by Leona Lewis. That song doesn't necessarily, a hit song doesn't necessarily mean it's a hit song for another artist, you know what I mean? It's just, I think a lot of that to do with timing, and she was so poised to blow up, too, She won X Factor, which is the idol of the U.S., of the UK, and people were waiting and anticipating, and she came out with this big pop ballad, very diva-ish, and she tore it apart.
All right. Now, what is one weakness about yourself that maybe we don't know yet?
One weakness about myself. Man, I kind of procrastinate. kind of a procrastinator.
Uh-huh.
It gets to me. I leave things to the last minute. But I do work well under pressure, but I drive everybody else nuts.